behavior.
Well, Stu Biofsky blames the fact that this country has come apart on the war. The fact that the war, we've made mistakes in the Iraq war, the fact that we have Democrats and Republicans that are arguing with each other about the Iraq war, we've forgotten what war we're actually in, and that's the one that was declared on us on 9/11.
Yeah, but that's not the part that's so shocking about his column in the Philadelphia Daily News. The part that's so shocking is that he says another 9/11 attack would really help us. It would help this country be unified and come together again.
I know what he means.
And have that sort of, well, I mean, it's true that after 9/11, we had
we were unified.
We were unified. We all wrapped our arms around each other in a collective, comforting hug to each other. And he's right about that. But I'm not sure that another attack gets you back there.
Right, exactly right. Here's a quote from Stu Biofsky's column today. America's fabric is pulling apart like a cheap sweater. What would sew us back together? Another 9/11 attack. And he does talk about how fractured the politics are in this country, and how, you know, people on all sorts of levels, we just have forgotten so much. And what he's suggesting is, and people are split on the war squarely. He's just suggesting that perhaps this would rally everybody back to a common cause.
We like fast food. We like the 100-hour war of the Persian Gulf War in 1991, although it didn't help the then President Bush much. But he says he compares it to the Brits. The Brits for 40 years were in Northern Ireland, whether you agree with it or not. For 40 years they were getting shot at. They just pulled out after 40 years. After 4 years, we're fed up, and so fed up we're fighting with each other. And he does say the bungling of certain points in the war have got us to this point. But therefore, we're off track.
Well, that's fine, Brian. But I mean, I think his premise is flawed, that another attack makes you better. Look at Israel. Is that country, is everybody there happier, and all their problems are over because they've had more terrorist attacks than we have?
They know who they're fighting. No one's saying we should leave. No one's saying we should abandon our homeland. Here, you walk around the country and go, "War on terror" is a bumper sticker. The war on terror is being lost. We're in the wrong war. But and Democrats are bad, Republicans are bad.
Okay, so
if the Golden Gate Bridge blows up, and he's saying, as bad as that is, it would bring the country together.
That's great. How many people would have to be killed and murdered for that to happen?
Who's our enemy?
For Steve to be happy.
Who's our enemy?
Stu to be happy. I don't know. How many more people have to be killed and murdered for us all to come together?
Al-Qaeda is our enemy, and we've lost track of that, is his point.
It's an interesting premise.
It is provocative. All right, speaking of provocative, Leroy Greer is suing one